Have you ever wondered how a simple drawing can change the course of a day? Imagine a sunny morning, laughter echoing through the hallways of an ordinary elementary school. Suddenly, a sign, a warning, a silent cry painted in red, a vibrant X on a window. It was a 7-year-old girl's cry for help. What followed was a race against time, a display of courage, and a lesson in the true power of community. Follow the story of how a simple drawing changed everything. Click like to show your support and subscribe to the channel for more exciting stories like this. The fire station in the town of Harmony Creek, Virginia, was known for its dedicated staff and strong connection to the community. Captain Mark Thompson, a veteran with 20 years of service, was a beloved figure known for his gentle smile and calm under pressure. That day, the routine began like any other. The morning sun bathed the station as Mark and his team maintained equipment, checked the trucks, and prepared for the day. The atmosphere was calm, punctuated by the familiar sounds of the radio and the laughter of colleagues. The town of Harmony Creek was a peaceful place, with its charming houses and tree-lined streets. The elementary school, Harmony Creek Elementary, was the heart of the community, where children learned and grew up together. The day seemed to promise nothing but normality. But, as Mark knew from experience, normality rarely lasted. At any moment an alarm could sound, and their lives would change completely. Duty called. At that very moment, in Mrs. Davis' classroom at Harmony Creek Elementary, little Sarah was absorbed in her task. With her light brown hair tied in 2 braids and bright eyes, she drew fervently in her notebook. Sarah was a quiet girl, but her imagination knew no bounds. She loved to draw, and on that day her inspiration came from something that frightened her deeply. Without anyone noticing, as the teacher was busy with other students, Sarah began to draw something unusual. She scribbled a large X on a sheet of paper. Then with a red pencil she reproduced it on the window in the corner of the classroom. The lines were uneven but filled with a silent urgency. The sign, though simple, contained a message that would soon echo throughout the city. Suddenly the barracks radio crackled. The dispatcher's voice sounded clear. "Urgent call to Harmony Creek Elementary. Report of suspicious activity. I repeat, suspicious activity." Mark's heart raced. He knew that suspicious activity could mean anything. But school was a place where innocence should be safe. Without hesitation, Mark gathered his team. "Let's go," he ordered, his voice firm and decisive. Within seconds, the fire truck, with its lights flashing and sirens wailing, broke the morning tranquility, cutting through the air toward the school. The trip to the school was a blur of speed and adrenaline. Every second counted. The team, made up of experienced and courageous firefighters, knew they had to be ready for any scenario. In addition to Captain Thompson, there were Sergeant Ben Carter, a veteran firefighter with years of rescue experience, firefighter Emily Rodriguez, the only woman on the team, known for her calmness and precision, and rookie firefighter David Lee, eager to prove his worth. They checked their equipment, oxygen masks, axes, and radios. The tense silence in the truck was broken only by the sound of sirens. Everyone was focused, aware of the possibility of facing a dangerous and unpredictable situation. What exactly was happening at the school? Was it a fire, a shooting, a hostage situation? The possibilities were frightening, but the team was prepared to deal with any threat. When they arrived at the school, chaos reigned. Desperate parents ran around, seeking information. Children screamed and cried. The police were already on the scene, trying to control the situation. Mark saw the Red Cross in Mrs. Davis's classroom window. That simple sign, drawn by a child, was the key to understanding the situation. He instructed his team to focus on evacuating the school while the police secured the perimeter. The priority was to protect the children and staff and find out what was happening. Time was of the essence. Every second that passed increased the tension and danger. Ben and Emily led the team inside the school. Mark was in charge of coordination and communication with the police. With every door opened, every hallway searched, the tension increased. The firefighters were trained to deal with danger, but the fragility of the children and the uncertainty of the situation weighed heavily on them. They searched every classroom, every closet, looking for any sign of a threat. The fear was palpable, but their determination was greater. With every child's cry, every desperate look, the team worked even harder to ensure everyone's safety. Time seemed to stand still as they searched the school, room by room. Meanwhile, little Sarah remained in her classroom, clutching her notebook. Mrs. Davis, her face pale with concern, tried to calm her down. The teacher knew something was wrong, but she couldn't understand what. Suddenly, the classroom door opened and a firefighter entered. It was David, the new guy, his face covered in soot and his eyes fixed on Sarah and the Red Cross. He approached carefully, trying to convey calm. "Hello, Sarah. My name is David. Everything is fine now. What happened?" he asked, his voice soft. Sarah, still trembling, pointed to the window and whispered, He was outside." David followed Sarah's gaze and saw what she had drawn. The Red Cross was more than just a scribble. It was a warning, a cry for help. Cautiously, David looked out the window and saw what Sarah had seen, a strange man with a menacing look prowling around the school perimeter. He had noticed the child watching and fixed his gaze on her. He seemed to be planning something. David knew he had to act fast. He knew the situation was serious. While David tried to calm Sarah, Mark and his team intensified their search. They found the man in the vicinity of the school. The police managed to apprehend him without incident. The man, later identified as a former school employee with a history of mental health issues, was arrested and taken into custody. The danger had passed, but tensions were still high. The evacuation of the school continued, with firefighters guiding the children to a safe place, away from the threat. With each child reunited with their parents, the team felt immense relief. The scene at the school, now safe, was one of emotion and gratitude. Parents and children hugged each other, tears of relief and gratitude streaming down their cheeks. The firefighting team, exhausted but relieved, watched the scene, feeling the depth of their responsibility fulfilled. Mark, with his experience, knew that the trauma of that day would take time to heal. But the safety of the children was the most important thing. The relief of having avoided the worst was palpable. The initial chaos had turned into a sea of hugs and thanks. Sarah was reunited with her mother, who hugged her tightly, relieved that she was safe. Sarah's mother, with tears in her eyes, thanked the firefighters, especially David, for acting so quickly. David, embarrassed, simply replied that they were there for that. Sarah, despite the scare, remained calm, showing everyone the Red Cross drawing on the window. That simple drawing, made with crayons, had saved lives. The drawing became a symbol of courage and hope. News of the incident spread quickly throughout the town. The people of Harmony Creek rallied in support of the school and the firefighters. Gratitude was felt in every corner of the town. The firefighters were praised for their courage, professionalism, and quick action. The incident highlighted the importance of the work of firefighters and the strength of the community in times of crisis. Mark and his team felt proud of their work and the difference they had made. The day was a reminder of why they had chosen that profession. Local and national media covered the story, praising the firefighters' actions and Sarah's courage. Interviews with the firefighters revealed the team's determination to protect the community. Mark spoke about the importance of training and teamwork and about the pride of serving. Mrs. Davis was also interviewed, praising Sarah's courage and the firefighters' quick response. Townspeople expressed their gratitude and support for the school and the firefighters. The story of Harmony Creek became an example of how unity can overcome fear. The school underwent renovations and security was reinforced. The community came together to help restore the school and support the children. Classes resumed and life returned to normal. Sarah, now a little hero, returned to drawing with an even greater sparkle in her eyes. The school became a safer place and the community became even stronger. The Red Cross drawn on the window became a symbol of hope and resilience. The story of Sarah and the Harmony Creek firefighters inspired people across the country. The Harmony Creek firefighting team received numerous honors for their courage. Mark and his team were awarded medals of honor and received recognition from the community. A mural was painted at the school in honor of the firefighters and Sarah's courage. The story of Harmony Creek was told and retold, inspiring thousands of people. The story became a reminder that even in the darkest moments, courage and hope can prevail. The lesson that a simple drawing can change the world. Life at the Harmony Creek Elementary Fire Station returned to normal, but with a new sense of purpose. The firefighting team dedicated themselves even more to their training in order to be prepared for any situation. They continued to interact with the community, participating in events and promoting safety. The experience at Harmony Creek Elementary reinforced the importance of the work of firefighters and the need to always be ready for danger. Sarah, along with her family, visited the fire station, where she was greeted with warmth and admiration. She drew a new picture for the firefighters, a drawing of a fire hydrant and a fire truck with all their names written neatly. She played with the firefighters and had an unforgettable day. The relationship between the community and the firefighters became even stronger. Mutual trust and respect were evident in every interaction. For a moment during her nightmares, Sarah had difficulty drawing. The little red cross now brought back memories of that day, but with the help of her parents and the firefighters, she understood that she had been brave and had done the right thing. Her story and that of the firefighters that day at Harmony Creek Elementary School served as an example to the community and changed the children's view of firefighters and how important they are. Parents, teachers, and children talk about what it means to be a hero and how important community unity is. Psychology professionals emphasize the importance of welcoming and caring for children involved in traumatic situations. The school becomes a benchmark for safety, creating a safer environment and protecting children from external threats. The story of Harmony Creek Elementary spread across the country, with other schools and communities seeking to implement similar safety measures. The school became an example of how to deal with crisis situations and how to protect children. The Harmony Creek community became a benchmark for safety and welcoming. The city began to invest in safety and prevention programs, and the work of firefighters was even more valued. Sarah grew up, but she never forgot that day. She visited the fire station regularly and kept in touch with the firefighters, especially David, who was her hero. She became a strong and confident young woman, always defending the importance of courage and hope. The Red Cross design became a symbol of her determination and gratitude. The story of Sarah and the Harmony Creek Elementary firefighters continued to inspire people of all ages, reinforcing the importance of unity and hope. The story shows us how important the work of firefighters is and how we should always trust their competence and professionalism. It also shows us the importance of being attentive to what is happening around us and not neglecting anything. A child can give us warning signs, and we must know how to listen to them. Sarah's Red Cross has become a landmark in the history of Harmony Creek, teaching us that unity is strength. The community must come together for the sake of safety and well-being, and always do everything possible to ensure a safe and welcoming environment for children. May this story serve as an inspiration to all, and may Sarah's courage and the dedication of the Harmony Creek Elementary firefighters always be remembered and celebrated. It is important to recognize and thank the firefighters who risk their lives every day to protect society. And, no less important, to recognize Sarah's courage, who with a simple drawing saved the lives of many people. The unity between the community and the firefighters is essential to ensure the safety and well-being of all. The story of Harmony Creek Elementary is a testament to the strength of the community and the courage of firefighters. The Red Cross, drawn by a child, has become a symbol of hope, resilience, and unity. The firefighting team, led by Captain Mark Thompson, demonstrated professionalism, courage, and determination. The story teaches us that even in the darkest moments, hope and solidarity can prevail. It shows us the importance of valuing life, heroes, and community. History shows us that heroes are everywhere, and that unity is strength. That a simple gesture of courage can change the world. The impactful phrase, a simple drawing, an act of courage, a united community. The story of Harmony Creek Elementary shows us the power of hope. Thanks to the Harmony Creek firefighters, Sarah, and everyone who made this story possible. If you enjoyed this moving story, please like it and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our inspiring stories. Share this video with your friends and family so that more people can learn about the courage of firefighters and the strength of community. Explore our other videos and discover more incredible and moving stories like this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.